What is going on, guys? This is Tom here, and welcome to episode 5 of Zeros to Heroes. And we jump straight into our first game, still with our bronze keeper because we're that hard. Division 3 could prove to be pretty tough, and this was a bit of welcome to Division 3 game because I really found it a lot more difficult than I did in Division 4. But hey ho, onwards and upwards. Coming to the first team, he's got a very nice French league side. And we decide to go gung-ho out of the blocks, get dispossessed of ridiculous, swerve pass in, and then crossed into the path of Remy, who smashes it home. That was, yeah, definitely welcome. 14th minute, another cross, another goal. I am incredibly pissed off at this moment in time. But, you know, so I decide to try and get something back. I fight and fight. Atuhu gets brought down inside the box by Ayew. And there's only one thing that's going to happen. Mr. Samau steps up, smack at the keeper. That was a shocking penalty, but that was probably my chance to get back in the game. But I knew all was not lost. 79th minute. Carroll comes through. Smart pass. Gomez in with the goal. It's strange how when it happens to me, it's a tramp goal, but when I do it, it's a smart pass, you know? It's just maybe how I react to these things. I could go again, but Carroll powers it in to the back of the net. 2-2, the comeback was complete. That is the final whistle. 2-2 draw. I've come back, but I have really been woken up. Carroll gets in the goal there. I don't even know what the scores are in the series. I'll probably put them up at some stage, probably at the start and the end of the episode, as I usually do. I've forgotten to count it up for the start of this episode, but there it is. We got a point in our first game. You can't really argue with that. Here we go. One guy sold, and my keeper runs out of contract, so I go and buy the one, the only Fraser Forster, who just looked like an absolute animal for the price, and he links nicely with Scott Dan, gets that nationality link, so that's all well and good. We have a complete side, but we will be making changes to it. That is a little hint, because I want to really freshen it up slightly. We come into the second game, for some reason you think a couple of Premier League players with Brazilians around it, and I really felt that this was an opportunity like no other. Carroll showing his aerial dominance, nods it down to Gomez. Bébé latches onto the ball, sends it through to Carroll. Carroll hits it, going the opposite direction. Boom! In the back of the net. Carroll scores another. He's on fire this episode so far. I don't think Bebe's actually scored this episode. And then, yeah, he gets a bit of a break going. A weird pass across there. Gives it to Nene, who we come against too often, who puts in a lovely little chip. It's on the 45th minute, which is not... I really didn't want to concede there. But sometimes things like that happen, and you have to come back with the corner. I believe that is the first headed goal by either Carroll or Bebe straight from a corner. So I thought we would score a lot more from there, but we've now finally scored one. We've got the jinx off our backs. Maybe we'll go and score loads of them now. He comes through again. Forster does well, and then he knocks in the rebound. Not much Forster could do about that. So it's 2-2, and it's a pretty tight game, to be honest. He whips the ball in. I clear it. Moses gets the ball. Gives it to Carroll. Carroll hits a lovely pass to Bebe. Lovely weight on that pass. Then there's only one thing that's going to happen, and that is for Bebe to fire it into the back of the net. And now we just keep going, and he sort of just falls down a steep hill. Ah, oh, what a finish from the beast that is Dixon Atuhu. You know, he's just an absolute lovely finish by the guy. I wasn't expecting that. It was very, very pleasing to see. Then I set Carroll through with Gomez, and the keeper goes absolutely mental. Slides it in, and again, Samau is the legend on the free kicks. I just checked to see if anyone else, but you know, it's going to be Samau. And then I see it's open in the bottom left. Oh, that is a goal. Keeper beaten at his near post by Samau's superior free kick taking. Ball comes over the top to Carroll. Carroll goes for the chip, and it goes wide of the mark. Ref blows the full-time whistle. We have done it. 5-2. We really pulled away in those last few minutes. We have got the 3 points there, our first huge W of the Division 3 season. We are moving onwards and upwards. I believe Bébé is still in the lead, but Carroll has definitely closed the gap in this episode. There we go, 4 points. That's all from me today, guys, and until next time, goodbye.